Hello, beautiful. Welcome to day 7 of Accelerate to Awesome. We are completing 1 week. Yay, this is wonderful. And this is the day 7 of 40 videos. There are going to be another 33 to come. And this is a 120-day program that is coordinating with a 4-month period of any given year to help you be the awesome woman of God that you were intended to be. And now we are at day 7, and you have some intel. You have some intelligence about you. You have some insight into why you are doing what you are doing. You have some insight into that dream that you had either as a little girl or a teenager. You have some insight into who is it that you admire. We just did that yesterday. You have some insight into what would you do if you knew you could not fail. You have some insight into what makes you mad. So we have some intelligence right now that really helps to get at the core of who you really are. So what we're going to ask you to do today is to take a little bit of time, more than maybe 7 minutes a day, and write down, what is your best life? What would that look like for you? If you could create your best life, I want you to start with what time you're getting up in the morning, what you do when you get up, what you do throughout your day. What does your best life look like for you? Would you have a housekeeper? Would you be traveling a lot? What would you be doing? What does your best life look like for you? And it's different for everybody. We want you to really get in touch to what you feel would just make you super bubbly and super happy. And we want you to include everything. Would you still cook? Would you hire a cook? I know I would hire a cook. And a funny story that just happened in my house a few months ago is my husband decided that he wanted to cook a little more. And I came home one day and he had rearranged all the cabinets. And I'm like, wow. So I didn't know where anything was. So I said, well, since he wants to cook and he's rearranged all the cabinets, I've been cooking for 38 years. So folks, I'm going to tell you guys, in the past 90 or so days, I think I've cooked maybe 5 or 6 times. And I am loving it. So I know part of my best life is to hire a cook. If I never cook another meal, I would be just as happy. However, I don't like eating out. I don't like fast food. So part of my best life is to have somebody do all of my shopping, grocery shopping, have it delivered, have somebody cook it. Keep plenty of yogurt and nuts in the refrigerator so I can make smoothies and bananas and berries, and I can pretty much be happy. So that's part of me. When I say, what is my best life? It would be a cook, right? Housekeeper for sure, for sure. I'm talking about probably a live-in where I wouldn't have to clean up at all. So include everything. What does your best life look like? Mine's is plenty of vacations. It's plenty of travel. That's part of what I'm working to do right now. My husband and I are empty nesters, and we want to travel more now as we both have more time on our hands and our kids are grown. So what does that look like for you? We don't want you to leave out any detail. No details. How often would you get manicures, right? How often would you be doing your pedicures? What your hair look like? All of that stuff. What's your best life? Because when you figure out what is it that I would really just love my days to look like, and include work or no work if you don't want to work. Because here's the deal. If you're in your 20s or 30s, say, and you realize that you really don't want to work at all, like you don't want to do anything, there's a lifestyle that you can create that will minimize your work. Some of you may have heard of Tiny House Nation right now. That's a big craze right now in our country. I don't know how big it is, but I watch Home and Garden television, so I see this stuff. And a lot of people are saying, forget the 2-car garage and the master suite with the, expansive shower and sauna. They're going to living spaces that are smaller than a dorm room. And they are able to live off of much, much less and make, just a few $100s a month to live because they don't want to work. So you really don't have to work. We work for stuff because we want stuff. And in so many ways, our stuff begins to own us. So we don't have stuff, the stuff has us. So what is your best life? Even if it's like, I don't want to work, you can create that. You literally have the power and the opportunity in this country to create any lifestyle you want. You just have to decide what it is and what you're willing to do to get it. See, some of us want a lot of stuff, but we're not willing to make any sacrifices. And yeah, you can have it all. You can't have it all at the same time. You might have to work toward that. But what is the best? What does the best life look like for you? And after you really take some time and saying, if I could just create my best life right now within the next 12 months, 5 years, 10 years, what would that look like? Because whatever that is, we're going to help you create a plan to get there. Okay, so this is Truly Troy Lee signing off on day 7 of Accelerate to Awesome. And remember, life is not a dress rehearsal. You only get one chance. Create your best life now. Blessings and bubbles, and I'll see you on day 8.